bodybuilder growing up, so I grown to hate that as well. Luckily,
maybe that's just in your blood. You're like your genetics. You don't like picking weeds.
Don't like picking anything. Except my nose.
Your ass.
My ass.
Yeah, pick your ass.
I pick my ass.
Like if you don't wipe well. Although you get really in there.
I do.
Yeah.
I stick the wet wipes in there.
That's just, I still don't like that.
You don't need to.
All right.
There's none in me now.
None of what in you?
No nut. I mean.
No what? No nut in your ass?
No.
That'd be crazy.
No wipe in my booty. I have been shitting like mud lately. I don't like
mud?
That. Yeah, it's bad.
Jack, you still shitting pellets?
I don't do that.
Are you a rabbit? We left you guys last week. Sorry about that.
Wait, hold on. I have a new intro.
Oh, sorry.
It's going to be wrestling, won't it?
Wrestling has more than one royal family. Welcome, daddies, to episode 327 of Dunn and Drew. That was not wrestling.
Sorry.
We have a lot to do today, including, but not limited to, Jack's couple of Pittsburgh teams are doing well that he's watching right now. He's in full kit right now. He's got the glove, Pirates jersey, and a Pirates hat. It's pretty cool.
You guys have a soccer team at all?
The Pittsburgh Riverhounds.
Okay. Just missing
I thought
that.
the Rowdies.
I don't know what league
Rowdies.
they are, though. I don't know.
Oh, it's fine.
And Eric is in a Jacksonville Suns shirt.
Come on now.
That's baseball.
OG.
And I'm in a Tampa Bay Rays shirt, and this was not planned, but we're all donning baseball stuff. Meanwhile, I'm the biggest hockey fan in the world, which is a new development, which I'll get into. Wrestlemania Night 2 was the best cinematic experience I've had in my life. A 10-year build, maybe more if you consider other things, came to fruition. That, like, cinema, man. It's cinema. And I feel bad for people that, like, chuckle at wrestling because you just chuckled. Because
you're funny.
You're missing out on an experience like last night. Like, you don't always get payoffs like that happened last night. But when you do, and we feel like Who's in Charge Now will get more of that and more real storytelling and proper builds that have incredible payoffs, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Avengers. Jack, are you listening to me, or are you watching your game? He doesn't even have the microphone ready.
That's crazy, Jack.
I can do both. It's hard. It's hard to hold the microphone and navigate my laptop.
What are you navigating? Back to
hold
what?
My baseball
You
glove.
looking at stats, or what are you doing?
He's probably going back from one game to another.
I'm pulling up the Penguins game that just started.
Oh, that's crazy.
Split screen.
But that one I'll give him because the Penguins are fighting for the second wild card spot.
You're not going to give me the Pirates?
Pirates.
Pirates are the best team in baseball.
No,
Pirates.
I forgot. Sorry. No, I'm not, because we remember what happened last year, and there's so many games in baseball. This game is so meaningless.
Yeah, no, I
appreciate your passion.
We remember what happened last year, so in fear of that happening again, I got to cherish this while I can.
Oh, okay.
I see what
That's
you're
fine.
doing.
So yeah, back to wrestling. I can't wait to take questions on it, and can't wait to maybe do a little synopsis from my point of view. And I wanted to also say this before I forget. There are people in the comments that make fun of it on, like, when ESPN posted on Instagram, and I prepare myself for that before I open the comments. I can't stop myself from opening comments because I just have to.
I don't think anybody can stop them from opening comments. I think we have a thirst for seeing what other people say about what we watch and enjoy.
Yeah, and
sometimes they're funny.
If it's on WWE's Instagram, it's great comments. If it's on ESPN's, it's tough sometimes to handle.
Shocked you follow them with all these accounts that just repopulate what they're going to post.
Right. So when I see negative comments, they're like, it's fake or whatever. Duh. Everyone knows it's fake. But what's hard for me is I can't really explain why I enjoy it even though it's fake. I can't explain how I'm able to get into my suspension of belief when wrestling is on, because I am so invested in the story I can only relate it to movies and going to a movie.
Wouldn't that be the same as watching TV or a film, because they're literally actors in a scripted scene, and they play it off well, because they're getting thrown the fuck around physically. That's the only difference, really, is that it's just big grown men that are tossing each other around in a ring.
But would it be different if? Don't pause that. Would it be different if people went to, instead of watching the Avengers at the movie theater, they went to a stage and watched it on a play, and like 80,000 people went to watch people do it on a play, like a stage,
at the worst stadium in the world?
Wonder if people would make fun of it then. They would say, guys, it's fake, it's superheroes. But this one, I can't explain why, even though it's fake, that I just am in, like, I cried. I didn't cry. Jack just giggled.
I didn't mean to laugh, but
I didn't cry when it happened. When I watched it, because I'm just caught up in the moment, and then that was more excitement. But when I watched it back and watched all the like phenomenal storytelling, like just intertwined, and the payoffs and the nostalgia from my childhood and just the perfect storytelling, I get choked up. And then when I watch Cody Rhodes ultimately get the pin, and then how 2 years of build, he's like so happy, and the crowd is in it. Like, everything was so perfect. And when wrestling is perfect, it makes
life is perfect.
It chokes me up. Pause.
It's like a long-standing series that you have, and sometimes there's moments where you're not going to like it, but then you have these, like WrestleMania, where you have this buildup of decades-long wrestlers that you've been watching, and it just all comes together.
It makes it all worth it.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but I understand the the gravity. Is that a word? The gravity of WrestleMania. And how big it is, like
significance,
like that too. They're all synonyms, but
sure.
I saw everybody at WrestleMania, and I don't know if those people that were like showing up just went because it's a big event, or if they actually enjoyed it. But it draws a huge crowd, and we've been talking about wrestling on the pod since we started it, so I know how big it is. We've talked about wrestling numbers since the beginning, but I've just never been able to get into it myself, but I do see the clips, and it's cool, but I don't have I can't develop the same passion you have for wrestling. I don't think I could just get into it. It's like baseball. I don't
think I could get into it at my age either. I'm very curious what I would think of wrestling if I never watched it as a kid and grew up with it. Like, I'm really curious if I would make fun of it. I probably would. But I wonder how long it would take to get invested in it. Like, how long you'd have to, and what kind of because I know it's not for everyone. I wonder what kind of person it takes to, like, for them to be able to appreciate what's going on and understand that it's fake, but this is more about the storytelling and the emotion of it all. Not really.
As a fan, are you able to predict what's going to happen? Do they make it so you can't really predict?
Yeah, it's very hard to predict.
Okay. But the wrestlers obviously know how it's going to play out.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like last year, Cody Rhodes lost to Roman Reigns in the same match. Well, not the same stipulations, but they wrestled for the title last year, and he lost. But and he talks about, he was on a bunch of interviews this week and was talking about that day, and he said it's one of the worst feelings ever when that 3 count hit. But when you watch the match back, and I did this week, and he's walking to the ring, it's like he's pumped up, but he still knows he's about to lose, but he's still acting as if he's not. Is he still, I want to know, are you as sad then because you're about to lose, or does it only sink in when it actually happens? And I'm also wondering, why do no wrestlers go rogue? Wrestlers never go rogue and don't do what the storyline calls for.
They never have?
They've gone slightly rogue on the microphone, but
the actual result of
not a result.
Okay.
The biggest controversy I kind of explained on here one time was when Vince McMahon screwed this wrestler called Bret Hart in the 90s because he was going to leave the company and didn't want to lose the match because he was a champion. He wanted to go out still holding the title, and Vince McMahon it's called the Montreal screw job, where he had the referee pretend that Bret Hart tapped, but he didn't. And then Bret Hart ended up spitting in his face, and they had a falling out for like decades. That's really the only thing I can think of. But yeah, it's crazy how even if a wrestler thinks he's getting screwed over, like he's really earned this opportunity, but they're not going to let him win, like doesn't happen. Even if two wrestlers hate each other in real life, like they'll still put on a match without going after each other. Like they know that this is business.
Yeah.
And they're in the right place at the right time.
So there's a dedicated team for the script, and the wrestlers have no like say in it.
No, they
or
do.
They do.
Now they definitely have more say.
Okay.
Now that Vince McMahon is in a home somewhere, they definitely have more creative control with Triple H running the show.
But do they have any control over like if they want to win the match, or is it? You probably don't know. Obviously, not behind the scenes, but
they don't have that much. They can't. They can't really say.
Hey, I want to win.
No,
I want to win tonight.
It's probably multiple people, but it probably comes down to one person in the end that has to call the shot.
Yeah.
But like if someone wins a title, it's not like they shouldn't feel the gratification that they do feel. Like you see like Cody Rhodes like practically crying in the ring. Like that makes sense. He's not putting on a show. Like them giving you the title means now you're the face of the company. You're now going to do all the interviews. You're now going to be on all the posters. So that's pretty much like a sign saying, hey, this is a trophy for being like fucking amazing at your job. Right. You're a great wrestler. You're over with the crowd. And this is like a trophy. They're like going to the Oscars and winning an Oscar for best male actor. So you just get to hold that award until they want to push someone else in a storyline, or someone else is really getting over with the fans.
Right. So they base it on like the traction and engagement they see with the wrestlers and the fans.
Yeah. And the biggest impact is fan.
Wasn't Cody with AEW? Like back when he went to our show?
We're in that GIF
that
people use all the time of Cody saying "Let's go." We're in the background of that. It's a very popular GIF.
I've low key seen his rise.
Yeah, so he created AEW. He left WWE after being like the saying is, he said it in a promo once, from undesirable to undeniable. When he was undesirable, he was in WWE. His first run had stupid gimmicks that no one took seriously. He was a mid-carder, which means he's just in the middle of the card, not in a main event. Having stupid shticks like the Stardust character where he just wore all spandex and just no one cared about him. Left, did a bunch of indie shows, then started AEW, and then just created an aura about him. And then he left AEW.
Captain America aura.
Yeah. And came back to WWE and just has been riding an insane wave of momentum. So we'll see where the story takes us.
There's more?
Well, yeah, it starts all over tonight on Raw. He's going to come out. And
Jesus Christ.
He's going to come out.
I'm trying to figure out the wrestling timeline because I feel like WrestleMania, I know it happens once a year, but it feels like it happens more frequently than that, the way we talk about it. And
the road to WrestleMania starts in like January, and that's when The Rock started getting involved this year. And The Rock just freaking killed it. He tried to come back as a good guy. The fans weren't having it because he was taking Cody's spot at WrestleMania. They altered the story. They're like, okay, so we're kind of hearing what the fans are saying. They don't want Rock to steal because they can see through the BS. Right. They know that Cody's not just giving The Rock this match with Roman. The Rock now owns part of WWE, so he's pretty much is forcing his way in there. So The Rock actually, credit to him, he said, okay, let's give the fans a show. So The Rock became a bad guy. Let Cody have that spot at WrestleMania. He's good at doing. He was an incredible. He's this character, the run that he's on, best character ever. It was so entertaining. He's cussing on TV, cussing at WrestleMania. Like he's throwing the F-bomb, and he's part owner, and he knows that we're PG-13 or PG, and he's throwing the F-bomb out in the ring. They have to like bleep it every second. I
saw a comment saying that they missed one of the bleeps in WrestleMania from The Rock.
Yeah, he says fuck way too many times. It's so funny. And he brought blood back. No one bled at WrestleMania though. It's a little disappointing.
Hey, not locked in.
But
okay,
I'll take
another question about. I saw the clip with Undertaker.
I also have a few questions too.
Oh, let's go.
And was Undertaker just thrown in there because of how big this match was and just wanted to touch the people's hearts?
So
he looks like he's retiring. He's old as
he's been retired for a few years. He's very old, and even when he was still wrestling at the end there, he's beaten, battered. He has like a fake artificial hip, probably a fake knee, fake shoulder. He's roughed up. Yeah,
that's why they gave him just that one little move with The Rock.
Yeah. So it's funny. Leading up to this match, a lot of people on Twitter were speculating because we had night one. So night one, it was The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth Rollins. The winner of that tag team match would decide the stipulations for night two for Cody versus Roman Reigns for the title. And since Roman and The Rock won, they're called the Bloodline because they're part of the same family who have so many wrestlers in the WWE. They won, so now WrestleMania night 2, Cody versus Roman is Bloodline rules, and there's a lot of people in the Bloodline, so Cody's outmatched. So leading up to WrestleMania, a lot of people were speculating that this has to pretty much be just because of all because of, I guess, The Rock coming back and I don't know, little hints here and there. They're like, night one has to pretty much be like Avengers Infinity War, and then night 2 has to be Avengers Endgame. And that's what the speculation was, and it was correct, because night 1, Cody got pinned, he got beat by Roman and The Rock, so that's Avengers Infinity War, when all the half the Avengers die.
Yeah.
Night 2 is Endgame, when the portal opens and all the Avengers come back to help Iron Man and Captain America defeat Thanos, and that's what happened. So we had the Seth Rollins come back as you wouldn't know this, but member of the Shield. That's a throwback 10 years ago. Jey Uso came out to help. Undertaker came out. The Rock came out. Like, it was just a spectacular. What's the word I'm looking for? Spectacle. Yeah, it's a spectacle. And
so you really have to be in this to know these guys.
If you had as much background knowledge on it, it made the moment just so much better. But if you were like a newbie, not knowing everything, but if you were with me, I would have laid the whole background so you wouldn't be prepared for anything.
Well, yeah, I was like AEW was prepared to sing Chris Jericho's song when he came out.
Yeah.
Hey, I can like anything once, but I won't stay with it for a few things.
Gotcha.
Few things.
Jack, how's your game going?
Pirates up 3-1. Penguins are tied 0-0.
Sick.
I get what you mean with the baseball thing. You got to enjoy the ride, because my ride with FAU is fucking done.
Yep.
So I get it. But keep the excitement to a minimum. We're live.
I'll try.
Yeah, doing fist pumps for a baseball game in April is crazy.
3 outs.
And what's the inning?
The 4th.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
I'm trying to think of my wrestling questions.
I am in my baseball era, though.
Oh, you kept saying payoff. What does that mean?
Long term. So if the Roman Reigns was the bad guy for like the past 3.5 years, and he just keeps winning. And when you have that happening, you're eventually, so he's on year 3,500 something days, the 3rd or 4th longest reigning champion of all time. The fans are tired of him, and we boo this man every time he comes out. But the payoff is going to be so sweet, because when he finally loses, we get the moment that we got last night, and that's the payoff.
Doesn't he have a terminal illness?
He has leukemia, and it's in remission, though, and he takes medicine for it every day. But, yeah, he's going to be living with that his whole life.
I thought he was...
but we still boo him regardless.
I thought he was a fan favorite, just because I
always
see him plastered.
He is, But and they like when he comes out and he says like acknowledge me, like everyone sticks their finger up because we respect him.
Right.
But we still boo him and we still want Cody to beat him because he wasn't really a fighting champ. He only fought. His last match was in January at the Royal Rumble.
That's kind of corny.
What was?
Respect me or
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. When just telling the crowd to acknowledge me.
Like imagine Mahomes does that.
And everybody
Mahomes walks in every opposing stadium when he gets, or they don't do lineups, but like
That would be sick though.
it's like,
but the way he says
the
it,
guy you hate and you're cheering him on. No, I want to MJF him. What's he doing, by the way?
MJF,
Yeah.
he has been out of action for a while. He's on like he's on a vacation of some sort. But people are speculating that he's going to be on WWE tonight. But I think Tony Khan has him locked up for a while.
Yeah. So Monday Night Raw is where the stories happen to lead up to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is it every single Monday?
Yes.
Or is there like a season? Like
no, longest running episodic television series in world history.
See, there it is. It's TV, scripted TV.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Jack cringed so hard.
St. Louis. Acknowledge me.
I have two more questions.
Please.
How many times or like how often do they actually get hurt?
Oh man. What, hurt or injured? Because it's they get hurt probably every match.
Injured. Like it's like
Where they have to take time off.
yeah.
I don't know. Somehow some wrestlers are healthy. Some wrestlers. It's like how often do quarterbacks in the NFL get injured? It's probably the same. Although we had a lot of star quarterbacks out last year. Probably not that much. But I actually made a comment last night. I'm surprised more wrestlers don't tear their ACLs because they're getting like flown over the ring. They do a lot of like just planting their feet in the ring. But I think the ring has a lot of give. Meanwhile, you're on the turf and there's no give there. Like your cleats are like in the ground.
Yeah, I see the ring bounce a lot.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's why.
boom.
But there's a lot of action where the knees are going some way and it's like scary.
I feel like back injury, like don't they like fall on their back a lot? Like they're getting slammed. That's what I feel like would be.
That's a lot of. I think they start getting injured like toward the end of their careers when it just piles up and piles up.
And the roids wear off.
They can't take it anymore. But yeah, you have wrestlers that pain pills were a big issue like in the earlier days. Just they get addicted to them.
When I see like influencers in the ring, like I Show Speed.
I didn't have no idea who that was, and I saw all his followers. I was like, "Geez, was he stream something?"
I believe, he's a streamer.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like Kai,
Kai, like that.
Kai, he's a Twitch streamer.
There was
the biggest Twitch streamer, and he's like 21.
What are they streaming? They just talking while they're playing a game.
So Kai, he's like just like this, has a setup, this big room. And he just has like celebrities come on and they just do stupid shit on stream. It's mostly for kids, but I'm sure grown people watch. But
so live stream is where it's at. That's where people get popular.
Yeah, live streamers. Just like he streams 8 hours a day, I think.
Whoa!
And they're like has friends come in. He had Drewski on.
Would you guys do this for 8 hours a day if we made a living off of it?
Yeah,
talking about sports.
Talking about anything.
Yeah, all day long.
Well, it would eventually have to get to the millions of dollars. So then, yeah, of course, it wouldn't just happen overnight. So
in this hypothetical situation, it sounds like it does. We're just
in the hypothetical
this world.
Yeah, then we are.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, he's I didn't know about him either until I seen like some clips of him on Twitter. I think I first saw him like last year or something, and I was like, he's just one of these streamers and he's just in the most random situations like Drewski, but Drewski does skits. I Show Speed's just a streamer and just does wild shit, crazy shit. But I was saying that because I saw a clip of him in the Prime mascot suit getting RKO'd, and I was like, what? How's that part of the storyline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
just a mid. What you said before, a mid whatever.
At WrestleMania, they always have someone come out, especially in a Logan Paul match.
Was he in it?
Logan Paul is the United States champion.
Because you sent us a clip of him watching it, and I was like, "Is he watching it or?"
He did I send that clip? He when he after his match, he went up and watched it from like a suite.
Gotcha.
But Logan Paul is incredible. He shouldn't be as good as he is.
It was weird watching him react like that because doesn't he know the script?
No.
Oh,
Probably the only people that knew that Cody Rhodes was winning was probably like maybe 4 people. It's interesting that you can gamble on this because
they'll take anybody money.
Yeah, because it like I don't think there's a WWE like anti-gambling policy. It's like if Cody Rhodes just can just tell someone and then you just bet it all.
Logan Paul, as long as I've known him, not personally, but been following him, wrestling just seems like the thing he would have been best at because he always used to do physical stunts on Vine. Like he would jump out of cars and shit. Like he would do wild shit on Vine. And he was a wrestler in high school. He was like a title winner in high school. So,
and then is he the one or is the other one the one that boxed Floyd Mayweather? Was it Logan or Jake? Because I know Jake boxed.
Logan started boxing, and then Jake followed up behind him, and now he just does the boxing, and Logan's more of the wrestler. And
yeah, because in wrestling, you can be a good wrestler, but that's not going to put you over. Like, you have to be good on the microphone, and you have to be a good entertainer. And Logan Paul is all of that. And he has a look.
I don't think he boxed Floyd.
One of them did.
Did he box Floyd?
I don't remember which one.
I guess, yeah, he did. It was Logan. Okay. Logan boxed Floyd. Jake's boxing Mike Tyson in July.
Yeah.
That shit is
crazy.
like... That shit is so crazy to me that these boxers are just coming out and having these exhibitions to get a check because it's not going to be serious at all. Like I obviously weren't around when these boxing legends were fighting in these huge matches, but I feel like it's just a slap in the face to those people who liked boxing back then.
I feel like people complain about it every time there's a boxing match too.
Because like you don't. What other boxing matches are there? I feel like I don't see any others unless Jake Paul is fighting.
Right. But I remember
black guy who's retired.
Did UFC kind of take over like the boxing realm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
But like you hear about all this pastime, like boxing used to be glorious.
Yeah.
All this talk about boxing.
Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, all those guys. That's all I know.
All of them.
It's probably more
Rocky Balboa.
A lot of boxers I feel like are Hispanic and shit. It's probably big over in other countries, but it's not really big here anymore. We like Twitch streamers and Jake Paul and shit like that.
I am curious though how that goes. So, but it's probably gonna be on so late, probably like midnight. That's when it's gonna start.
Just live on Netflix.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be able to watch then.
Maybe. I don't think they've released the entire card yet, though.
WrestleMania's being on Peacock has been incredible. You used to have to pay $60 per pay-per-view.
Oof.
Yeah. So that would be an investment, or you'd have to get friends over and they'd all have to split it. But
It's on Peacock like regular.
You can pay
every week, like the Monday Night Raw.
No, that's on TV.
Okay.
But Peacock is $6 a month. So getting WrestleMania for
Wow.
$6 is insane.
Is that the cheapest streaming out right now?
I don't know, but it is the like cheapest you can get on Peacock. So you get like commercials and stuff when you watch anything else. But WrestleMania, it's its own program. Speaking of getting into new things,
Oh yes, you're a hockey guy.
yeah.
Yeah, what's this about?
I never really watched hockey. I never really gave it a chance. Even when the playoffs are on, I'm like, But I started watching it, and it's just nonstop edge of your seat entertainment. And I'm enjoying it. I haven't given it this kind of a chance, but it like for me in my current era, it blows basketball out of the water for me. Like I am so much more entertained watching hockey than watching basketball. Like it feels like it moves so much faster and the stakes are so much higher.
And it's just a thrill even trying to locate the puck.
That's my least favorite thing. That I can't stand that. The puck, I don't know what they could do to make it different, but I lose the puck all the time. I'm getting a little bit better, but
Well, like you said, it's a high paced game, so it's
and the
always
puck is
flying
so
around.
small.
But at least it's a black puck on white ice, so it makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
But it's like, where's Waldo the whole game? It's like I can't find it, and you never see when they do score. You never see it go in.
I just see the reaction or the net move.
Yeah, or just a horn, and you're like, oh shit! Can't wait to see the replay.
Yes,
to see
the
how good
replay.
that was. And when you do see the replay, you're like, how the fuck did they get that in between these giant ass men?
Exactly.
Every time.
Like the Penguins just scored a goal that was nuts. I should actually show you guys.
Oh, you didn't do anything.
I kind of did. You guys told me to be quiet.
Oh, was that the last one you did when you were like this quietly?
Yeah.
I thought that was baseball.
Pirates are at 5-1 though.
Damn.
I've held in some
Shit.
fist
Pirates
bumps.
are really them so far. Good for you.
Thanks.
Till June.
Yeah. Also, I'm just amazed at, like, you know how they do, they'll show replays of a sick basketball pass. Like you'll see Curry or LeBron do like some kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
But that maybe you get like one or two of those a game to where, whoa, behind the back pass, or he wasn't a no look pass, or how do you get the ball in there? But every hockey goal, if it's assisted, is like one of those to me. Like the fact that they're able to pass it so precisely, going so fast, and the fact that the receiver is able, don't know what they're called, is able, still learning, able to
Probably a forward.
take the
Everything's forward.
take the puck, find it, locate it going so fast, get his stick on it, and then also direct it accurately into the net. It's incredible. The passes that I've seen watching since I started watching are just blow my mind. And the shots, too, into the goal have been insane. Like the way that they're able to get it into the small spots that they're able to get into is wild.
Oh, I want to welcome you officially to that take that it's better than basketball.
Whoa, welcome me.
Yeah, it's been better than basketball.
Whoa, good to be here.
Basketball's been NBA. Like college football and basketball, I'm just going to put above the pros every time. But NBA has fallen so far off for me, just not even because of personal reasons with the Spurs, but like every player now, every superstar just tries to get fouls because the game has changed so much where it's every big is shooting threes. I miss the era where they took like middies and had a post game. Like we don't really have that anymore outside of Joel Embiid, and every other play is a foul. So that's why the game is so slow.
Yeah.
And then the last like 3 minutes of basketball, if it's not a tie game and the team's behind, you're getting intentional fouls until the clock's at 0-0.
So that's another thing.
And we got to watch that for 7-game series in the playoffs.
Another difference that I've noticed is basketball players are so fucking soft. The fouls that are called, like when they're barely touched, and then the complaining that they do. Meanwhile, I'm watching hockey where every single time someone touches a puck, they're getting blown up. It's crazy. It's so
different.
much. Like, I'm surprised
Russians
hockey
versus Americans.
I'm shocked that hockey hasn't like taken off. Like it just exploded more in this state or country that loves aggression and loves people getting hit. And NFL is getting softer. Hockey hasn't really changed. I haven't seen. I mean, I'm only a month-long fan, but
I think people just don't really relate to skating. I think that's mostly what it is.
It's a niche sport that like. Yeah, not many people have played it.
Because I have had my worst injury ice skating. So
it makes me really want to go ice skating.
I just cringe at the thought of ice skating, but it doesn't make me hate hockey. But
I really want to go ice skating, and I want to just shoot around. I want a stick and a puck. Like, where can you do that? We can go anywhere and play basketball, but like, where can I?
The Icemen have a community.
Tryouts?
No, they have a community igloo center where I think they do like you can play ice hockey there.
Like
right there on Emerson.
Pick up.
I don't know, but they have a center, an ice hockey center on Emerson. It's called Community Igloo. There's like a bar in there and everything.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Andy's so in.
Emerson? It's
Yeah.
right there.
It's it's tucked. It's tucked in there, but you can get to it. You can if you
A community igloo.
about to give away his digits. His like if you come out on this street, go this way. Yeah, it's called Community Igloo. The Icemen practice there, but they also have community.
Is it
events.
literally I could ride my bike?
Yeah, it's right there, and it's like tucked behind like a little plaza.
And anyone can go?
Yeah.
And is there like a goal?
They may have. There's a fucking esports center in there too. Like,
Whoa.
When have you
This place
gone?
got it all.
I went in there for a job fair once
What the?
to see if like.
Oh my
the Icemen were
God! I
doing
didn't know there's
anything
an.
like the shrimp.
I know there's an ice rink right there.
Oh, you didn't like hockey, so I'm bringing it up.
Oh my God!
You have a hockey stick? I have a hockey stick.
Of course
I
you
would
do.
love a hockey stick, but I don't know if they like have open play because
Yeah,
that's
I don't either.
because you
but-
got probably got to sign something because that's like dangerous. Like to.
But I just went to their website. It says "Learn to Play."
I love
Spring
the
and-
aesthetic too of a hockey rink.
Spring and summer sessions. April 3rd to June 1st.
Just practice.
Oh, it's little Icemen. It's like little kids.
You can play.
I mean, that's probably where I'd start.
There's a 3v3 league.
That sounds so much fun. I gotta learn how to like stop fast though, and like ice skate backwards.
Yeah, they have leagues there. Skating summer camp.
I'd play in a floor hockey league. I just can't skate very well.
Rollerblade.
I've never rollerbladed before.
What do they do in a? What do they do in a floor hockey league then?
What?
What do you walk around in with?
You run, like, it's your feet.
Oh wow. We should go ice skating here.
Like I don't know. I'm not good at ice skating. Like I don't fall, but like
I'm shocked.
Finally, I can beat you at something.
I can stay on my feet, but like I can't like skate very well.
Yeah, adults 15 and up, ice skating class.
Not an adult.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Ice skating class.
It says the adult class will help promote physical fitness and improve proper skating techniques.
Damn, that sounds fun. I can't believe it's so close.
And there's a bar in there, like I said.
That was a selling point.
A bar and wings. The good wings there.
Whoa.
I haven't had them, but they looked great.
Also, one of my observations is if I was a hockey player, there's no way I would be wearing a mask that only covered my eyes. They have a shield right here. Why not just make it go down here?
Did I tell you about this? Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see what you're
although-
saying.
Yeah.
Probably
Because it's
because
just
if
a
you
chin strap.
yeah, but I think the shield can't go all the way down here because you'll be breathing and then it'll fog up. But put like the cage down here and protect your
They
face.
just they'd call that soft.
That's wild. Just call me soft. I don't care.
They are Russians. They fight bears there. They don't give a fuck about getting a hockey puck to the face. So you're going to be locked in for the playoffs then.
Oh, yeah.
NHL.
Do you have a team? Also, have you been to an NHL game before?
He said, oh,
No,
Oh,
but that would
wow.
be sick.
It's crazy.
I'll explain more off.
They are lit.
Um,
Oh, I
Okay.
know. I know.
I'll explain my fandom and the reason for it.
I would have brought it up, but I know you don't speak on that.
Not yet.
Because I know why.
Not yet. So did you
Same
know
reason for Celtics.
I'm not that one I'm not adopting. But the hockey I haven't been ingrained in the hockey culture, so I'm okay choosing any team. But I could never
I got a team for you.
if I were to pick hockey.
Yeah.
Oh, duh. If I
Man,
had
you
to-
never went to Lightning when you lived in Tampa?
no, but that
I hear
would've
that's
been
like a
so
great,
fun.
yeah. And they've been good.
They've always been good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was there for like 3 championships.
but
The back-to-backs, yeah, right. It was
but I never
that long ago.
never got into hockey around that time. I wish I did.
Back-to-back.
Bucks and Rays. I'm not Rays. Well, they were good too.
Basketball, I can never pick a team like the Celtics because I just have already been ingrained in basketball. So I've already had a time in my life where I hated the Celtics. So that could not be possible. Did you know Roman Reigns was once on the Vikings and the Jags?
No.
There's his training camp photo.
Looks like a lineman.
Do you know what he looks like now?
Yes, I do. I was looking at Google images of him yesterday for some reason.
Sus.
That is.
That's him now.
Greenville, South Carolina.
Acknowledge me.
He's got a great build.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a Greek god.
Acknowledge me.
And a great voice.
I was like, damn, how do you get your body to look like that?
All right, I'm going to play
Just a lot of sus shit today.
Yeah.
I'm going to play 2 theme songs, and you're going to tell me which ones is Cody Rhodes and which ones is Roman Reigns.
Oh, this is good. I haven't heard either. I probably have, but
Awesome. Have you heard either of their theme songs?
What do you think?
Maybe. Okay, so first theme song is Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns. Do you need to see what Cody Rhodes looks like?
Yes.
Captain America.
Cody, more like a Homelander from, what's it called? The Bad Guys? I can't remember.
If it's a movie, I have no idea.
It's a TV show. Bad Boys. Bad Boys. Bad Boys.
Ah, Will Smith.
What you no? What you gonna do when they come for you? That's Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
If that helps you.
Thanks.
Here's another one of him winning,
One's blonde, one's
holding the.
not.
Is that the only difference,
Samoan.
Jack? Is that the only difference?
Other one's
Is one lighter?
racially
What is-
ambiguous. I
Is
don't
Roman
know.
Reigns Samoan or is he just
He's
mixed?
I don't know.
Samoan, some sort.
He has to be looking like that. Oh yeah, he is. Anoa.
Is The Rock Samoan?
Yes.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Here is the first theme song. This is their walkout song.
I need this for the gym.
This is a banger.
Acknowledge me.
Oh no, it got a little soft.
Is that your guess?
That feels Roman Reignsy.
I'd agree.
Okay. Next one. Why?
Just his look,
Aura?
just
His
his
aura?
aura matches.
Yeah.
how that
Like the
song
only
started.
The only thing I know about him is the acknowledge me, and this could be very acknowledge me.
All right, next one.
But if I hear this other one, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see.
true.
We'll see.
No, this is definitely
That's
blonde
Cody.
white boy. Yeah.
Hold on. Wait for the words. Wait for the words.
Come
you
on,
might
this-
change your mind.
This Fallout Boy.
You might change your mind.
Blink 182.
There's somebody in that era. It was Madden 06 soundtrack, man.
All right, you guys were right.
Yeah. God, this sport's so predictable. Do people call it a sport?
ESPN does.
Sports entertainment is what they call it, but now they're calling it professional wrestling again since Vince McMahon is gone.
I need the song name, please, for Romans.
Yes, sir. It's just head of the table,
Whoa.
Why he Jesus.
head under the table.
Oh.
No, head of the table. Damn, I really would just play like the end of the WrestleMania for you guys, but I won't.
Thank you. I can watch it on my own.
Anything else?
Um,
Adrenaline. Raw starts in 4 minutes.
Damn, you got it recorded?
Luckily, I'm recording it, so I'll be able to. Oh no, first hour is commercial free, so I won't need to skip through the commercials. But
It gets recorded on my streaming service too because I share it with somebody who watches wrestling. So they record it every
Hunter,
week. Yeah.
it's funny.
So I could watch it every week.
This
Jump
will
right
be
in.
this will be a good night to watch.
Donnie will be like, what the fuck? I'm into wrestling now, bitch. I don't call her bitch. How many games we got left till playoffs start for hockey?
Only like 4.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Penguins got 5. I mean, it varies a little bit team to team.
'cause I know they kind of mirror the NBA season.
Oh, look.
So. I'm just the only team I may watch during the NBA playoffs is
Magic?
The Magic.
I know you.
Because they've been good in forever, so it's kind of nice to see them eating. And then
Yeah, me too. The fact that like they really haven't been good since Dwight Howard was there.
yeah,
And if they were, it was just like 8th seed.
And it was only once. It was just
Yeah.
that 1/8 seed where they got swept by the Bucks, and I couldn't even tell you who was on
With
that team.
Vucevic, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I went to one of the games actually.
Oh, nice.
Surprisingly.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to a Magic rebirth. I would love to have a team that I semi root for.
But when they got that first pick, I remember.
Everyone wanted us roasting because they should have taken Chet.
Yeah, I remember there being like this big like
No, wait, that wasn't that.
hoopla
Yeah.
about who they should take because there was like 3 options because everybody was like saying how all 3 were on
I think
the
it
same
was
level.
Chet.
It was first
Wasn't it-
overall was when they took Paulo.
Wasn't it Banchero, Brandon Miller, or was Brandon Miller a different draft?
Brandon Miller's the next year. It was
draft.
Jabari Smith. Went to the Rockets.
Adrenaline in my soul.
I think it was Chet.
Chet was second
Yeah.
to the Thunder, and Jabari Smith.
No, Chet was sorry, not Chet. Paulo, I totally agreed with that pick. Like at the time, I was big on him because, I mean, I watched him play a lot in college, being in the ACC. I was like,
Yeah, at the time, I didn't really watch a lot of college basketball when he was playing, but I didn't think much of him being a first overall pick out of Duke. But they clearly have made the right pick because
I know.
he's been putting up like great, like LeBron type rookie stats. So
There's not
excited.
many games left in basketball, are there? Till the playoffs, are there?
There's like 4 or 5 like at NHL.
In the Magic could get, from what John Michael was telling me last night, they could get 2 seed,
They could. They still
which is
'cause
wild.
they play the Bucks twice.
Yeah, and the Bucks are ahead of them, right?
Yeah, by like 2 games or something.
2 games.
But Celtics have already.
I doubt they
clinched.
beat them twice.
I could see it.
Okay.
I would like to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see the Orlando Magic fan base thrive. They deserve it because they're Gator fans and Jags fans, so they need something.
Yeah, they are. They're Gator, Jags, and Magic.
They're 3rd seed right now.
Yeah.
1 game back. Bucks are on a 4-game losing streak,
mid.
which I don't get. Like, how do you get Dame Lillard and regress? It's the Doc Rivers effect. It's got to be.
I thought he quit. I thought he would join them and then quit.
Nope.
He didn't
still
quit.
there.
I saw a weird quote from the other day.
He was like
though.
the other day or like a couple months ago or weeks because I saw a quote where he was like, this job was hard to come into or some shit like that.
I saw that. I'm thinking of a different one that I can't think of right now, but it was like, I don't know.
Shut up, Doc.
Yeah,
You're
he's
mid.
Getting less likable.
Your fucking Celtics are 62-16 without you.
Without you for a while.
But yeah, I am going to be locked into the Bucks Magic games now that we've discussed that. But looking at these other East teams, not interested. Heat, Sixers, Pacers, Cavs. I'm
Embiid's
snoozing.
back, so that's a factor.
Could the Celtics?
He needs help.
When's the last time the Celtics won the finals? It hasn't-
wait,
Garnett,
Wow.
Doc
Rivers,
Rivers.
Jinx.
I mean, every time I've watched them, they've handled. I mean, if they lost, it was. I haven't seen them lose like bad.
The Celtics.
Yeah,
Bro,
but like
if the
they
if the
got to be the best team in the league right
If they
now. Right?
lose this year, then like they got to go somewhere. It's like you've been good for forever, and you can't win the finals because the West is always just the best.
They're like far and above better. Like their record is so much better than the second seed.
16 games.
Wow. Every time I see them play, they're favored by like 12 to 15 to 17 points.
They're super. They were super close to getting close to the Warriors record-breaking record. They only have 16 losses.
Wow.
And
That's
what the
crazy.
Warriors season was like 73-9. Yeah, so they weren't too far off from that.
That's crazy. But I guess I would love a
Rematch.
Celtics Nuggets finals would be sweet.
It'd be a rematch.
I just love watching. That would be the rematch finals?
No, it was Nuggets Heat.
The Heat made the finals last year.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Man, you're really
Wow.
detached.
The Heat played the Celtics.
I just do not remember that timeline.
The Heat went up 3-0, and then the Celtics came back and forced 7, but then the Heat like beat them by like 25 in Game 7.
Shit. Why don't I remember that?
I remember it because when the Heat were up 3-0, I put $100 on the Heat, and they almost lost it, and then they didn't.
It always comes back to fucking gambling. I will say the Western Conference playing game will be fun because it's LeBron,
Yeah.
Curry.
I think it's that every year.
It's just
Past like 3 years.
why are they at the bottom? But it's enough. It's enough NBA. You're welcome, Tommy.
I was gonna say, speaking of LeBron, is Bronny gonna get drafted?
Oh, Bronny.
clear for the draft.
Oh yeah,
Is LeBron still a GM? Is it still a GM?
It's always the
wherever
GM.
he is, I guess.
If it's a GM, then yeah, he'll get drafted.
I wonder what's gonna happen because they're talking about LeBron maybe leaving the Lakers
To go where Bronny is.
Yeah,
Is his contract expire? Didn't he do that on purpose?
I think his contract does end.
Or he has a
So-
player option maybe?
Yeah, he's got an option to leave.
Yeah, he's just like he's just at the twilight of his career, just like you don't got to be serious, just mess around. Just leave and go.
Yeah, just
join.
go play with your son. Like, it'd be fun. No matter what team it is, I don't care.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell tickets and everybody's
Yeah.
gonna watch. It could be the fucking Grizzlies, Ja Morant, Bronny. No more guns.
Did you see Wemby's like 3-pointer? I think I may have saw it from you or something where he was
I sent Wemby highlights.
he was at the 3-point line. He like pump fake and then he dribbled to the left and like did like a what's it called when you shoot off the dribble?
Dribble pull.
Anyway, he looked like a
Something like
guard. It was crazy.
If it was from that triple double night, then probably I think that's the one you're referencing. When he went off against the Knicks, he had like 40-20.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a 40-20 game.
And beat the Knicks, right?
Yeah.
Are there any
And then
players?
And then Zach Edey did it the next night in college. I was like, what the fuck?
Are there any what players in the league would not be traded for Wemby?
What do you mean not be traded?
So if Wemby was available for trade, would the Celtics trade Jason Tatum for him?
No.
Would the Nuggets would not trade Jokic for him? Would the Sixers trade Embiid for him? Probably, right?
Yeah.
Would the Magic trade
health-wise.
Embiid's been so hurt.
Yeah.
Would the Magic trade Paulo for him?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because Magic have good guards that could work around Wemby. I don't see why any team wouldn't trade for him. Like, he's young as fuck. He's like 19.
Then would the Bucks trade Giannis for him?
No.
Wemby's better than Giannis.
He's not at the moment.
He is.
And like you never really know if he's gonna get to multiple league MVP level. So I wouldn't do that.
Would you?
Maybe not on the Spurs.
I mean, would you? They wouldn't trade Jokic.
No, absolutely not.
I think Giannis is better than Jokic.
What?
That's a take.
What? That's crazy.
Is it just because he's pudgy?
He's nervous about his takes. So he's drinking
He's got to
water.
get a sip. It's like, I can't
Fine,
defend it.
I won't take a sip.
There's no way. That's a good poll though, but I would take Jokic like so many times over.
I think
I think that's crazy.
Jokic-
I think it's that.
Jokic would win.
I
that
can
poll.
see it's a debate, but to think it's that clear, Jokic is better than Giannis.
I think so.
I think it is pretty.
They had the same MVPs.
That's fine.
Is that how you determine who's better?
I mean, that's a pretty big factor.
That's a subjective award.
We can talk stats then. Giannis is like 10 times a defender that Jokic is. In offensive production, I mean, we can pull up stats, but they're comparable.
I would just say Jokic is better just because of he's just so much more fundamentally sound with what he's got available to him.
His passes,
And
the shots.
But Giannis's
Giannis-
athleticism is insane.
Giannis is gifted for sure because of his size and length. But Jokic is just the smoothest player I've ever seen for being a McDonald's merchant. And it's not sexy. It's not cool like it is when you watch Giannis play, but I go wow more when I watch Jokic than I do Giannis.
I don't. It's an unpopular
Wow.
take, but I've never been a fan of Jokic. Is the way he plays.
That's crazy.
Because he's only valuable
What does that mean?
for half the game.
So he's completely useless on defense?
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I am only talking about offense.
So like
He's not a
that,
great
and
defender.
Giannis is an all worldly defender. Like he's
Yeah,
how many times? 2-time defensive player of the year, I think.
Yeah, Giannis,
Maybe not 2 times.
Giannis
Once, I don't
is
know,
an
but whatever. He's up in the conversation like every year. It seems.
However, if you take Giannis's defense and Jokic offense, you get Wemby.
Okay, good transition. Not transition, but good way to end that segment. Jacksonville Sun shirt you're wearing. Speaking of which, did you guys take a look at the solar eclipse today? And did you survive?
I've survived. Up
No
here.
and yes.
No and yes.
I didn't look, but Johnny was like, "Oh, it looks dark outside." I'm like, "It looks like this every day."
It got a little cooler out when it was in front of the sun.
But what I don't know, I wish we had like Neil Tyson deGrasse here to like explain how the moon and Earth rotate, because I haven't been in science since 6th grade, so I don't understand how the moon path is just that, like that one stretch going through the country, and the rest of the country couldn't see it. But it did look cool from all the people in Texas that sent us videos today. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I saw a video of it being pitch black there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
how it got dark at like 3 p.m. and the moon just covering the sun. So it was cool. It was cool to see from other people's perspectives, but didn't see much here.
Where can I find the NFL team over-unders?
Any
BetMGM,
sportsbook?
Oh, they'd be in the sports book.
or just Google NFL win totals 2024. First link.
Oh my god.
What?
Sorry.
Giannis.
Tell us.
Should not have vocalized that.
Tell us.
It was just excitement about the Pirates. 6-2,
Good Lord.
and we got runners on second and third, no outs.
Good Lord.
And my bet just hit.
Goodness gracious.
Do you bet every night?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
I was on a heater betting the Pirates.
Eater.
I was I think 6-0 in their first 6 games. So then I got so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna create a spreadsheet logging all of my bets and how many units I'm up. And ever since that, I've been cold. But I'm back because I won tonight, and I think I'm up total like 6 units.
Do you have a savings for betting, or you just withdraw from checking account?
No,
Or do you
I
use
mean,
your house money.
I don't know. I've used house money for months now. I don't.
Nice. Ever since Prize Picks.
Yeah, I mean,
RIP.
how I do it, I'll start with, I'll deposit like $20. Whenever I win that, withdraw that $20 and just play around with the rest. And I've been doing that for months now.
Well, I dare you
I never.
to take Giannis points or PRA Wednesday night against the Magic. Just since
Can
we
I
talked
guess?
about him.
What do you? Are you
No,
looking
I
at-
meant
oh.
like
I can't
dare
find
you-
it.
I dare you to take it. Like I put a unit on his stat
I'll consider.
line.
Fucking.
Do you want me to send it to you? Because I pulled it up right away.
Did you look in Hard Rock?
I won't look at him though.
Yeah, I did. It's not on there.
Yeah, real sports books have it.
I don't know what to do.
Kidding, Hard Rock's real. I appreciate you, Hard Rock.
What?
Headline: NFL win totals predictions. Fade the Broncos and Patriots. Thank you.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. So what do you want to do? You want to guess them?
Yes.
Are you ready? Eric, don't look.
Oh, I already closed the browser.
Okay.
Browser.
Bowser. Cardinals, guess they're over under
Got Kyler Murray. No receivers.
until
They'll have Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison.
Well, maybe.
No.
unless the
there will-
Jags trade
There
up.
will be some trades happening. Why am I draft
Unless the
expert?
Bills trade up.
Also, no defense. I'm gonna say 5.5.
I'll say 6.5.
We're always gonna be one off,
6.5.
of course. I should have just said 6.
Jack 1, Eric
I could have
0.
cooked.
Falcons.
Ooh,
Kirk Cousins.
Jinx. 7.5.
No,
Shut up.
9.
8.5.
9.5. Jack 2.
Jack looked at him.
I did not.
Ravens.
Their division's so bad, so it's going to be high.
This is your division. 10.5.
I'll say 10.5.
I have to say it first so I don't look like I'm copying you.
11.5. That's high.
Fade them.
That is high. Could that be the best of
They got
the,
Derrick Henry though.
the best
That's
of
true.
the rest?
I don't think he's ever going to be washed.
Bills.
But they lost a lot in defense.
It dropped for sure. Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, 7.5.
Jesus.
No. 9.
They're in the mud.
They're mid.
10.5.
Ooh.
Panthers.
I think they're in the mud. Oh,
Yeah. Speaking of mud, this is kind of high actually.
5.5.
I was gonna say 5, but I
Four.
want to say 4. But you said 4.
4.5. 4.5. Bears.
Interesting.
Oh, we don't have a QB yet.
Well,
Yes, we do.
Not
We?
officially. He could die.
Die. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine?
No, 8.5.
yeah, I agree with 8.5.
I'm high
because they won 7 last year. They got a lot better.
Yeah, I'm high on them. Keenan Allen with DJ Moore.
Bengals.
You can tell us.
8.5.
What is it?
You got it right. Bengals.
Is Joe Burrow back?
He will be.
Like playing to his
Oh.
potential. They losing T?
That's no Mixon.
Need a
Running
number.
backs.
They lost.
running backs
Give me a
don't
number.
matter. We have
They
to talk
lost a
through it.
key piece on defense.
Name him.
DJ Reader.
Who?
DJ Reader.
That's why you're here, bro. We need you for things like that.
Big bro. Give me
go.
9.5. 9.5.
The score again?
9.5. 9.5.
No, I was saying where'd he go?
They said, here we go.
I was gonna say 9.5 as well.
If Ravens are 11, Bengals got to be 9.
Lions. Who went to Lions?
10.5.
Sheesh. Where are they putting you guys?
I was gonna like
Bang.
10.5 and 11.5 in the same division.
Y'all
That's
finna
tough.
be 6.
Speaking of this division, Browns.
Who they got?
Joe Flacco.
No.
Nick Chubb might be back.
Chubby.
Is back.
Chubb. Good defense still.
They got Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, I'm snoozing.
Who's their quarterback?
They
Deshaun
lost their
Watson.
offensive line coach.
Did Watson get better, or is he just stealing a bag?
The latter.
Well, I'm clapping.
Need a number.
7.
I mean
Shut up and say it.
8.5.
Sheesh.
8.5 is right.
Fuck. How do you do it?
Cowboys.
You're him. 11.5.
What kind of order are you
Good.
going in?
That's the speed I want. Thank you.
You said Cowboys,
Yes.
and you said 11.5.
Can you
Yeah.
tell figure out what the trend is? You figure out what order I'm going in.
What
What order I'm going in. Figure it out.
is it alphabetical?
Yes, bro.
By what? By the city name, Jack.
Okay.
The city name.
10.5.
Cowboys. You're him.
Kill yourself.
Hate to admit it, but you're him. Broncos.
Interesting one. Well, the article said fade the Broncos.
Yeah.
Which means?
Who's there?
What's that mean?
Oh, they're going to draft.
Does that mean to go more or
They're going
less?
to draft Bo Nix.
I think they will.
They're going to be
I agree.
trash.
All right, need a number.
Yeah, come on now.
Not a feeling.
Give me.
I thought you were going first.
I am. But Broncos tough. But I'm finna fade them.
What does that mean?
Finna? Give me 5.5. 5.5.
Oh
5.5.
no, it's probably like 7.5.
Finally, a win for the good guys.
Get
5.5.
fucked.
It's 5.5.
Yeah.
Get fucked. Fade the Broncos.
Well, so are they? So does that mean like take their under?
Means they're ass, bro.
Take their less?
Their
They're winning 4 games.
their over price is
I mean, they are pretty bad.
favored, so you get less money for taking their over. So you get more money for taking
Right.
their under.
Who's Bo Nix throwing to?
Cortland Sutton.
Lions.
Ooh.
Let's keep the chatter to a minimum.
You're a dictator.
Yeah, why do you hate the segment that you created?
Lions,
you're up.
man, they're up for revenge, bro.
On who?
Themselves.
The Niners?
10.5.
I agree with that.
Good job, guys. Packers.
That's an
Oh,
interesting
revenge
one.
tour. Everybody on revenge.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how
9.5.
Love does this season because he ended last season on a tear.
He did.
I'll say 9.5. But
Ding, ding,
maybe-
ding.
Okay.
God, we're on a roll.
Houston
Wait,
Texans.
who they replace Aaron Jones with?
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, yeah. 9.5.
Houston Texans.
Ooh.
It is you get less money for taking the over.
Hence.
The payout is not as good for taking the over here.
So it's going to be.
10.5.
So you're thinking a lot of people are taking more than that.
Yeah.
I'm going 9.5.
It's 9.5.
If it was 10, I was swinging.
Give me the Colts.
8.5. They're like
Damn.
They're like a midi team.
Yeah,
hold
I
it-
guess they were good last year. Like,
Are they all halves? I'd say 8.
Yeah,
no, they're all halves.
All right, 8.5.
8.5 is right. Wow.
shit.
Jags.
8.5.
8.5.
We've been
Saw it. We did see that one.
9 wins last 2 seasons.
Chiefs.
11.5.
Yes.
Do they never go 12, do they?
Oh,
They may.
them and the Ravens.
This would be the only team.
11.5.
11.5.
Raiders. Man,
Ooh,
they're
that's
just
tough.
always in the mud.
Don't know what their situation's going to be, but I'm going to say 7.5. That's even tough.
6.5.
6.5 is right.
Fuck. I never go with my gut.
Chargers.
That's interesting.
Also 7.5.
Damn.
I'll say 7.5.
8.5. Rams.
They might get Marvin Harrison. Rams. Who the Stafford? Oh, Cup.
No Donald.
Puka. 8.5.
9.5.
Wow. 8.5 is correct. Dolphins.
Oh, they got Poyer. Oh my god, I almost died. Died on the mic. I'm gonna go 9.5.
Same.
Correct. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit
Why?
because I'm bored. Jets.
We like
Because you want to guess?
Jets.
Jets are 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Wow. Really? Rodgers coming back?
That's correct. That's factual.
9.5.
Is that a question?
9.5.
Oh, you're like, oh, that's low with Rodgers coming back. Did you guys
Yeah.
forget?
8.5 is low with Rodgers coming back.
Yeah.
Hope we don't run out with a flag again.
Niners.
Get out there.
11.5.
11.
Yeah.
And more Ayuk.
And
Hopefully.
that'll do it.
Future Jag.
No Steelers.
Oh.
That's fake.
I mean, I know you know it, but
I don't know it. I honestly don't.
Steelers.
You're 8.5.
I'd be able to say the same as the.
I mean, they make the playoffs every year.
Sorry, bud.
If it's 8.5, take the over. I'll say 8.5. Like Tomlin's gonna have a winning season,
Right?
It's inevitable. Is 8.5?
So it's kind of crazy that
It's been 8.5 the past like 3 years, I think, or 2. Well, post Ben and get it both years. So I mean,
So you find it crazy that it's 7.5.
is it really 7?
It is.
Wow.
Slam it.
Alt it up to 8.5.
Alted.
What's the odds?
I also want the Eagles too.
Okay, Eagles.
10.
10.5.
You guys are so good. You're so good.
10.5. 10.5. 10.5.
Oh, what's next? What do you want to do next?
What's next?
I'm done because I got to watch Raw, man.
Watch me raw. I am wow, man.
Wow.
I am shredding fat like a
Really?
mother.
How's this?
Do mothers shred fat?
Don't
What
you
was-
still eat cookies?
Also, what's your weight?
Just because
now?
Alex brought them for me.
Hmm.
What was my weight last pod? I don't remember.
I don't
Was
think
under
you shared in a
300 yet?
while.
325.
I think you were like at 300.
Probably because last week we skipped so the people didn't hear. But I am officially under 300. Last time I weighed, I was 296.
That's crazy.
Wow.
296. So
What you been doing?
not being a pig.
Okay.
That's all. That's
Smart.
literally
I
it.
feel like I always see pictures of you eating somewhere.
Like where?
I don't know, like brunch spots
I've-
on the weekend.
Oh yeah, one day of the week is not bad. I haven't been to brunch in a minute, but I've been cooking a lot, like every day.
You cooked something or Saturday night. That was crazy. Didn't seem that healthy, but it seemed really good.
Oh, Saturday night.
It was the steak and the potatoes.
That was Longhorn.
Oh, I thought you cooked it.
No,
Wow.
I'm not cooking a porterhouse.
I don't know. I thought you were different.
I can't cook steaks. So I wanted to like get something very meaty.
Come on, man.
So I wanted to get, and you can get cheap steak at Longhorn. Shit was like $32. But I should have got it cooked more because it's very fatty. But yeah, the road to
WrestleMania?
Throw it to
280.
what? 280? Is that your
What?
like goal?
that's the goal.
Wow.
Not the like the final goal, but that's like the where I want to see where I look like.
Your incremental goal.
Because when I was,
You're gonna be like a little boy over there.
because when I,
He's gonna shrink.
because when I was obese in 2019, I was 280. I was a obese 280. So
You were obese in 280.
I was an obese 280 pounds.
I want to see what you have to get to not be obese by BMI.
So 280. It was probably like 210.
Let's see, hold on.
BMI stupid.
You are
BMI
still
is
obese.
I used to step on the little Wii Fit scale, and that shit would call you obese. Shit was like, come on, Wii, come on, Nintendo. We don't all eat fucking
Okay.
sushi.
If you get to 250, you're
Lean.
if you get to 250, you're at the bad end of overweight. You just escaped the obesity if you hit 250.
Oh man,
That's crazy.
So the
on a BMI scale, that's stupid.
255 is obese.
If I'm 255, I'm gonna look like fucking.
253, that's the obese cutoff.
I'm gonna look.
Can you do me?
Whoa,
I'm gonna look like a linebacker at 250.
6 foot?
That's what they want.
Is that your
Yeah,
height?
190,
Nice.
all muscle, baby.
Stay under 200.
190 is overweight.
I mean, they're not wrong. I'm literally over. My weight is over my waist.
But
belt.
you're not that far off. 185 is overweight. All right.
What?
Let's try 180.
5 pounds ain't nothing.
180 is fine.
What do they want me to do? They
10
want me to
pounds.
shed 10 pounds.
That's not hard.
Yeah,
Dude, I'll be right here. And how do they know that it's not all muscle? How do they know?
I've lost-
they don't know.
I've
it's just
literally
mass.
lost. When I first started, I lost 10 pounds in like a week.
But you have
Just
10
drop
pounds.
one.
Like,
You have 10 pounds on you?
which is because I pick up a 10-pound weight. I can't imagine like taking that off my
10
body
pound
and
fat.
putting it down right there. Like, goodbye.
Yeah. Because it's not just visceral fat, which is external fat. It's also, maybe that's inside, but there's also like fat inside of us, like surrounding our organs.
That's where you get in trouble when the fat is like surrounding your organs.
Yeah.
I'm at the very end of normal weight.
Bet you skinny, bit.
That'd be funny if it was called Jack overweight.
I'm really close.
That's insane.
Like if I gain like 3 more pounds, I'm overweight.
Lay off the Phillies.
That's one more Philly cheesesteak.
What?
But
Oh, they meant like the Philadelphia Phillies.
no. But yeah, 280. We'll see what I'm at because then I can compare this 280 to obese 280.
What's the difference?
I hadn't
Shorter?
worked out.
Okay.
So it's like 5 years of muscle on me.
So, okay.
Because
Gotcha.
muscle's more dense than fat. So
Come on, you tell me.
you will you'll weigh more the more muscle you have on you. But there's still a lot of fat on my body, as you see.
I can't see.
You can jiggle these tits, so that's probably 5 pounds of tit. But with that, we leave you, buddy. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoy hockey, enjoy baseball, enjoy basketball, enjoy Purdue, UConn. Andy's not interested, but I am. I should put something on it. I think Jack's taking UConn.
I am.
But college basketball season's over. I'll probably never talk about FAU again, so that was a great run. NFL, we'll also be silent about that. It is hockey and baseball season until further notice. But until next time, this has been Dunn and Drew, baby, with a hint of Jack. Go Magic.